Hey guys, just wanted to tap in and talk a little bit about Chiron energy and why I came to my Chiron line to heal this weekend. Also, I'm wearing the Chiron necklace. I feel like I have not worn this necklace since I launched the collection. And this is the new asteroid collection I launched last year, like late last year. The asteroid collection is so special to me because obviously I talk about the planets and I talk about energies that are our main energies, if you will, but it's really cool to see how some lines are just meant for you to feel, you know? And I think a lot of times the Chiron energy can come off, it reminds me of like Pluto, like, you know, that catalyzing, unpredictable energy that can help you see things differently, that can transform you in a lot of ways. But Chiron, it's a lot of fear mongering around it, I think, because it's usually associated with the word pain. And when we think about pain, I like to think of Chiron as the wounded healer. It's what it's known for in most texts. But when I think of Chiron, I think of this injured person or this person that maybe has a bunch of scars, you know, and they have to orbit just like every other planet. And maybe it doesn't have rings. Maybe it's not raining diamonds on like Neptune, but it's here and it's in orbit and it's showing up every single day. And I think that's how we have to look at our own self, how we process our pain, how we get through shit. It's just all a part of the game. And I think being aware of your pain and how you deal with it, the things you've gone through, I think that's how you get through it, you know? And my Chiron is in the 8th house, so trust me, I know much about release and releasing pain and embracing it and just enduring it over and over again. And it's also in Leo. And so I feel like every time I'm on a Chiron line, there's this theme of releasing control. There's this theme of allowing myself to be helped. There's also this theme of pain and the theme of healing myself. And so I intentionally came to Lima, Peru. I've never been to Peru. I've been to South America, obviously, but I've never been to Peru, which is very south of the equator. And this is my 3rd time that I've been south of the equator. And I've realized in general, the Southern Hemisphere is very healing for me. But I wanted to come to Lima because I wanted to curate a full spa day, healing experience, get some good food while I'm here, and roam around like I usually do. You know, the spa day will consist of acupuncture, massage. I will be getting a facial, and they also do Reiki. So I decided to come here. I'm not joking, because of everything I've been processing. I've been going through a lot of grief, heartbreak, just a lot of things this last year. And sometimes it's, you know, I've done therapy. I've done so many things during my journey to assist myself in healing, and nothing beats traveling, you know, like nothing beats me going to another energy and evaluating myself, and just to be intentional and come to Peru to do Chiron, to deal with my Chiron, you know, to be on my Chiron energy and to deal with what I need to heal with. So yeah, I'm excited to share this piece of me and how things aren't always perfect and how you always don't travel for fun, and how many reasons why we travel, but you don't always have to travel to, you know, escape. Sometimes you escape to deal with it all, and sometimes you have to travel to unpack things. And so that's what Chiron energy has always done for me. I have my Chiron line, I'm not joking, you guys, through Jamaica, and my relationship with Jamaica is just so interesting because it's just always something that happens in Jamaica to me. I can't even, I'll tell y'all about 3 times. Like one of my best friend, when she got married, I ended up just doing too much and passed out on the beach at night. They actually had to carry me to the villa because it was a private beach. We got in a truck. They drove me to the villa. Next day, a doctor had to come and check on me. That's how bad it was. I also had an experience in Jamaica where I was trapped due to a hurricane. The car was being flooded. It was just so much happening that I didn't know how we were going to get to the airport when we finally did get to the airport. It was just so much chaos, people coming in soaking wet. It was just so much going on. But again, a time where I had to rely on other people other than myself. And another time I was staying in a hotel in Jamaica. Actually, this was my first time in Kingston. So I thought it was going to be different. Like, nope, still deal with the Chiron energy. I ended up being stuck in a hotel that the power went out, the water was off. Even my room where the water was supposed to have a shower head, in my shower, there was no shower head. So water was just coming out of a hole when the water did finally come back on. But during the power being off, I had to like find my way through the hotel in the dark. Like it was so like literally trying to get help, trying to get somebody, couldn't take the elevator because the power was off. Like it was so much happening, y'all. Like, and that's just 3 times. Okay, I could talk on the Chiron energy. I've endured it so many times, but I was like, you know what? I think I know what's going on. I think the reason why my Chiron energy is always like that is because I'm out of alignment when I'm on them. I'm always trying to go to Chiron energy to party, to do all this stuff, to enjoy myself. This is my first time, and I want it to be living proof that you can intentionally go to align and be in alignment. And I think that's why astrocartography is so important, because I'm choosing to come here on my Chiron line with the intention to heal, with the intention to depend on someone else to help me deal with my shit. So instead of being thrown in it and like, wait a minute, I'm supposed to be having fun. I'm supposed to be, no girl, Chiron is for you to lock in, process, and release, okay? So that's what I've learned, you know, and it took me a long time to get here, but I'm here. So yeah. I'm going to share more of the trip with you guys, but I just want to tap in and talk a little bit about Chiron and talk a little bit about travel again. I'm glad you guys are here. Comment below if you've ever been to a Chiron line or if you ever want to go to one. Tell me about where your Chiron is placed, your relationship with Chiron, or even if you have a question about understanding what it means. And yeah, and feel free to purchase the Chiron necklace if you are in a space where you're intentionally healing and you want something to help remind you of your journey in that. So yeah.